Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we are going to be talking about some Ripple and XRP news. I have quite a bit of things to talk about, so sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. Now, I just want to make sure you all are paying attention. I hope that you were all paying attention when I was talking about this in the live stream from the other day, but we are seeing that impulsive move on the Bitcoin dominance. We are seeing it ride up a little bit slower and slower, but it is going higher and higher. But the best part about this is, you guys had a lot of time to prepare for this, but this is going to send altcoins pretty low. If we have another impulse on Bitcoin to say for so around 49K to almost 50K. I'm thinking about like 49.5K on Bitcoin. That's pretty much where the next major impulsive resistance target will be made. And then what will happen is we'll jump down to around the lows that we are at currently. It will send altcoins spiraling down. Okay, and I just want you guys to pay attention to this market currently, because dominance is the most significant thing to watch for currently. Because right now, if we have, Bitcoin dominance riding to about like 45%, while Bitcoin kind of rides up to like about 49, we are going to see a massive shift in the market, especially on altcoins. So I'm watching alts, I'm watching Bitcoin, but I'm watching Bitcoin dominance specifically. Now, I said watch for Monday. Monday is a key event. If we do have that impulsive move on Bitcoin, that's when I'm expecting it. Of course, it might not happen, but that's what I'm waiting for. Now, we did see, XRP hit about 73 cents, almost exact. What is significant about this area? Pretty much nothing besides the fact that this is the resistance levels that we were at back in around like the July timeframe. It's almost like July, almost into August timeframe. But I do think that we'll most likely bounce off of this point down here, which is at almost 70 cents. I think that we can come down a little bit lower. If we do have that spiraling effect on altcoins, yes, we could test lower. We could test around the 60 centile range or even the 53 cent range, which is the low going all the way back to July. I'm just saying this so that none of you really panic. Things are still looking good in my opinion. Now, where does the bullishness start? It's essentially when Bitcoin rejects after it goes on this little ride up. We'll see Bitcoin reject a little bit, sweep the lows. That will be the last major dip on Bitcoin until we do go to, almost a new all-time high. While we do that, Bitcoin dominance will probably be crashing. That will send altcoins going absolutely crazy. So that's pretty much, what I'm watching for. That's exactly what I'm waiting for as well. And I do think that that is pretty much what we will be seeing. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about some key things to really kind of watch for in this market. So first off, we've seen Ripple post this, and the significance about this isn't the fact that we're bullish on XRP. Trust me, we are. But we do see here the Crypto Climate Accord aims to decarbonize cryptocurrencies. Key objectives include enable all blockchains to be 100% renewable, providing open source accounting standard for measuring emissions, reach net zero emissions by 2040. The reason why I bring this up, I'm actually going to be talking about this later on in my other videos as well, because I'm going to be doing a video on this. But you need to pay attention to other things other than XRP as well. I know XRP is a great token. Trust me, it's incredible, but pay attention to other assets as well. This goes back to April of 2021, and the Crypto Climate Accord is actually created by Energy Web. If you guys don't know about Energy Web, aka Energy Web token, we see over here, they're currently trading at about almost $8, $243 million market cap, 808 million fully diluted. Their total supply is only 48 million because they did burn quite a bit of tokens. But also there is a lot of these tokens locked away in staking as well. The reason why I bring up Energy Web tokens is because I've been talking about it for a little bit of time now. And the best part about Energy Web token is the fact that nearly every blockchain, okay, they're trying to enable every blockchain to be 100% renewable. and they want to reach net zero emissions by 2040 in crypto. We know how big of a problem this is. I believe that energy web token is going to be absolutely huge, and the reason why I mention it in an XRP video is because it's the same, asset, or I shouldn't say asset, but company essentially, that helped the XRP ledger become carbon neutral. So definitely look into it if you guys are looking into maybe purchasing another asset. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. I'm just saying I believe that it's going to be an absolute massive gem, especially long term, because we know how big sustainability is in crypto, and it's a main focus point, especially from governments and overall organizations. Now, we also do see the Digital Pound Foundation shilling pretty much XRP and the future of CBDC's white paper that they made. We're going to be talking about this because this is an older white paper, but I want to bring up a few things. And we do see some people saying, SBI Asia, biggest shareholder and early supporter of Ripple, talks about using QNT for the Forex business and digital asset interoperability. And a lot of people think that QNT is coming after the same market as XRP. That is not the case. They are fully focused on completely different industries and use cases. But I will say this, I believe that QNT definitely is offering a ton of interoperability support for XRP, pretty much being a bridge to other DLT technologies, aka the XRP ledger, I should say more specifically. But I believe that that's going to allow them to connect to all other DLTs. Trust me, QNT is also a massive gem. A lot of people are probably about to say, what about the Interledger protocol? I thought that was going to be interoperability. It is through other ISO 222 tokens, but we got to understand the basic layers behind a lot of this. QNT is going to probably be the interoperability main support layer for a lot of these CBDCs and DLT technologies alike. That's why I believe that QNT is also a massive gem, because similar to QNT being, the interoperability layer for DLTs, the network of networks, Energy Web Token is essentially going to be the interoperability layer for energy sustainability. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the future of CBDCs. So we do see, in terms of this white paper, we've talked about this before, but this is a fairly large thing to look at, especially now, because it's more prevalent now than it was when this first got released. This got released back in 2021, but right now we are seeing a lot of this stuff unfold. In fact, we do see China's testing of the digital yuan payment system potentially threatens the US dollar's position as the dominant global reserve currency. This is set for February 2022. We know about this, but the best part about this is the fact that it's going to be a massive race to see who could have the best CBDC, who could pretty much bring it to market first. We know that the Fed said that it's not in their best interest to be the first out. It's just their interest to be the best out. How will they achieve that? I believe that they will be utilizing DLT technology, aka crypto. We do see 1.7 billion number of unbanked adults. That's what, that inclusivity sort of idea is a lot from, the G20 and stuff. They always mention, we want to be financially inclusive to any individual that is unbanked. And the best part about this is, in terms of utilizing XRP and stuff, first off, here's the main benefits of CBDCs. You guys could read that. I'm not going to read that. I've read this, white paper before. But the best part about XRP is, it being a bridge asset is definitely going to be a huge selling point for a lot of what we will see with CBDCs, because when we look down here, we do see a neutral bridge asset, aka XRP, can support healthy alternative liquidity markets that will allow for frictionless and cost-effective value movement between various CBDCs in real time. The reason why I bring this up and the reason why I mention this is because they even see here, one example of a neutral bridge is the digital asset XRP, which can be used to bridge two different currencies quickly and efficiently. We know this, we understand this. In fact, if you have been in the XRP community for a fairly long time, you'd know that this is probably one of the biggest selling points to get into XRP, because it kind of proves to you where XRP will pretty much be laying the rails for the future system. But the best thing about XRP isn't exactly it being a neutral bridge currency. Trust me, that's huge. But it's the idea that it will power so much money to flow over the XRP ledger, over RippleNet, whatever the case may be, how it's going to be utilized. It's going to be used for the main RippleNet services, aka on-demand liquidity and line of credit. So it's solving trillion-dollar problems. But I want to know, your thoughts on this, because in my mind, XRP to be, extremely valuable. For those who are investing right now, and even those who invested in the past, maybe you guys are even investing until $5, $10, right? Whatever. The main thing that I'm focused on is XRP moving the first $1 trillion over RippleNet or even the XRP ledger. I'm focused on that because XRP only has to pretty much move $1 trillion over the network to be worth a lot of money. Now, I know a lot of people have an argument point. They say, well, if it's on-demand liquidity, if it's going to be moved and pretty much transferred in the same pretty much amount of time, that 3 to 5 second, settlement time, is XRP's value going to spike up and then crash? Well, first off, I don't think so. Because when we're talking about volatile assets, we know that crypto is actually one of the least volatile asset classes. We've even seen Brad Garlinghouse mention this specifically himself, saying, to move a fiat asset, it takes days. And in that time span of days, the value of the dollar could change, drastically. We have seen the dollar do 3-5% jumps, which I know might not seem like a lot, in short amount of times. With crypto, if it's settled in 3 to 5 seconds, there's not going to be a massive difference in terms of the value in that 3 to 5 second time period. So it's actually less volatile than, the US dollar or fiat, if you will. But we do see here, by 2024, at least half of the world's population is expected to use digital wallets for transactions that will be valued at more than $9 trillion annually. Now, the main point, and I'm trust me, guys, I'm getting back to the point on will XRP's value skyrocket and then drop drastically once it moves that amount of money? No. The answer is no there, because there's not only, on-demand liquidity and line of credit that is going to be utilizing XRP, or Nasha virtual accounts, if you will, as well. There's going to be a lot of other use cases utilizing XRP as the main power source, aka the XRP ledger. We're actually seeing a lot of updates within the XRP ledger. But I want you guys to understand how much money is actually going to be utilizing digital wallets, digital assets. It's trillions of dollars, especially in such a short amount of time. We're 2 years away from at least half of the world's population expecting to use digital wallets for transactions. 2 years away, that's it. Okay, and I want you guys to understand that right now, currently, we have a lot of things being built on the XRP ledger that is just not focused around payments, CBDCs, and stuff like that. This is where the real money lies in terms of CBDCs and payments and stuff. Like, there's a lot of money in this, but there's also a ton of money in tokenization. And we are seeing a lot of things being built within tokenization on the XRP ledger, aka, I told you guys about this, asset as well. I think that this is incredible when we're talking about NFTs in general, right? I remember when Estates came out, and I remember this was like a huge airdrop. I mean, if you guys got Elysium, I mean, that's great, but in general, I think that this is going to be such a massive gem in general, because when we're talking about this long term, we know that tokenization is taking over at a rapid pace. We know Swift is getting into it. We know a lot of things are unfolding within this space. Okay, and I truly do hope, all of those individuals who were trying to get into, the airdrops and stuff like that, I hope that you all got into this when you guys did. I mean, of course, I gave you guys the warning multiple times. This was for Elysium, if you guys didn't know. But overall, even if you guys didn't get into the airdrop, it's totally fine. I'm just saying, in general, when we're talking about tokenization, this is built on the XRP ledger. So anything really on the XRP ledger, you could utilize other, digital assets for the fee base, but it's going to be mainly through XRP. But the best part about this is the fact that when we're talking about tokenization as a whole, overall market, okay, you're going to be seeing things like comics being tokenized. You're going to be seeing digital collections. And it's not only JPEGs, and it's not only collectibles too. We're seeing tokenization actually move into the banking scene with like CBDCs, but also we're seeing tokenization even spread into real estate, into healthcare. Tokenization is going to take over at such a massive rate once it's fully adopted in. So pay attention to these other use cases that are being built on the XRP ledger, including Ledger City. This is going to be huge as well. Now, when we're talking about how big this is, I think that this is going to be very incredible to see being built out fully. And I really do think that when we're talking about the metaverse, when we're talking about NFTs, when we're talking about these games as well that are being built within this space, I think a lot of these provide a lot of, really interesting use cases, but also, interesting ways to utilize digital assets in general. We do see here, it's really up to you as an individual XRP holder to tailor your virtual presence based on your unique story and personality. By holding crypto, you automatically own property in the Ledger City as well. I think that this is so cool. And I mean, it's so, like, I know we always get caught up in CBDCs and stuff like that, but I think that this is so cool. Now, to really, wrap up this video, I do want to share with you guys this one last update, and this is SBI. Okay, SBI, largest outside Ripple shareholder and XRP on-demand liquidity pretty much user, completed recruitment of venture capital fund SBI 4+5 fund with more than 40 banks participating in the upper side of 100 billion yen, slated for metaverse, AI, blockchain, fintech, Web 3.0, etc. This is very large. Okay, I honestly have said since the beginning of time, pay attention to the partnerships. Pay attention to these other major companies that are working within this space. They obviously see the vision. They obviously see the potential behind this, technology. I am very, very excited for the future of this space, and I'm very excited for the future of Ripple and XRP. So with all of that in mind, don't get caught up too much in the CBDC talk. Trust me, this is where the real money is. But also pay attention to the smaller things as well. Because, the smaller things really do matter. And when we're talking about a lot of these unfolding, I think that they are going to all provide, immense amount of, value to the XRP ledger, but also to XRP's price appreciation in the long-term span of things. Also, if you guys are definitely interested, check out Energy Web Token. I'm not paid to show this or anything like that. I'm just saying in general, with the climate, crypto climate accord being built within them, I mean, it's pretty much built by Energy Web Token. So, I just think that this is incredible. I think that this is an incredible opportunity. I think that this is extremely undervalued as well. I think long term we could definitely see this as some higher price appreciation targets. All-time high this last year, was about 20.5 cents. I think that this is more valuable than that. If you guys do want to learn more about Energy Web Token, definitely check out my other videos. But with all of that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.